She was gonna be my favorite character. I'm so mad that she's not there. Y'all, she was eating. When she took her picture, when they said smile, she was like, don't tell me she didn't eat it. What's up, everyone? It's your girl. I am Kaya, and I'm back with another video. I'm here to talk to you guys about episodes 3, 4, and 5 of Squid Game. Squid Game just came on 2 days ago on Netflix. I posted a video for episodes 1 and 2 yesterday. I finally finished the whole season, so I won't be spoiled, but I'm still going to do the episodes in small increments instead of me doing it all together, because if I do, I'm going to have like an hour video, and I do not feel like discussing an hour video. So here I am about to talk to you guys about episode 1. Before I do that, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I can't stress that enough. I'm trying to build up my YouTube channel. Liking the video is free, so go ahead and do that. So I'm about to talk to you guys about episode 3 right now. So before I get into the episodes 3, 4, and 5, I want to touch on the new characters that we have on the show, because instead of me, when they come up, I want to go ahead and just get them out the way right now. And then when I'm talking about the episodes, you guys know who I'm talking about for those who haven't seen it yet. If you want to see it, this is a spoiler, so don't watch the rest of this video. So the first character we have Thanos. He's a rapper. Now, he's played by this guy named Top. He used to be an idol. He was in the group Big Bang. I heard about them vaguely. I wouldn't say like I'm a big K-pop fan. I do listen to some people in K-pop that I'm like interested in. Like, I listen to Blackpink, I listen to BTS, I listen to GOT7, I listen to ITZY as well, but I'm not like one of these big K-pop fans. Okay, so apparently there was like some controversy about him some years ago where he tried to unalive himself, and I heard that when people found out that he was going to be on the season of Squid Games, like the people, like the community of the Korea, wherever he's from, I think it's Korea. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that, but they were threatening to not watch the show if he was on. I'm like, if it's something that happened years ago, can y'all just let that go? But either or, I loved his character. He was the villain. He's a rapper. He lost his money by investing in crypto, which I want to do crypto at one point, but I'm so glad I didn't, because I heard people be losing their money on there, and I do not want to be one of those people. And I feel like you're stupid if you invest all your money in crypto. I feel like you should just do a little bit and see how it goes, and then start doing it again, but don't invest all your money in crypto. But yeah, so he was a rapper. He lost all his money in crypto. The next character we got, his name is Minji. I'm so sorry if I messed up his name, y'all. These names, I'm struggling, but I'm gonna get there. So his name is Minji, I think I want to say, but I'm gonna call him, his name is MG Coin. I'm calling him Mr. MG Coin. So he was a YouTube star that was telling his subscribers to invest in crypto. He lost his money in crypto, and his people that subscribed and invested in crypto lost their money too. So that's where Thanos come in, because Thanos was one of his subscribers, enlisted him and invested his money in crypto. So they got beat. So we got him out the way. And also he's the ex-boyfriend, baby daddy of a new character we have. And so her name is Junhee. Junhee is the ex-girlfriend of Mr. MG Coin. And she's coming into the game, and she's pregnant. Which, whew, like, girl, she really played this game pregnant. I was like, girl, I commend you for that. But yeah, next character we have Jungba. I think that's how you say it. It's either Jungba or Jungbae. He is actually Gi-hun's old friend. We saw him in season 1 very vaguely, where Gi-hun was asking him for money because his mother was in the hospital, and he couldn't do it because he was like he was struggling himself at the time, which is why now he's in the game. Okay, so the next new character we have, let me go down the list. We have Daeho. I really like him too. He's really cute. And he is an ex-military person. I forgot what his reasoning for being there in there was, like what was his money situation, but he becomes like in the friend group of Gi-hun and Jungba. So that's where it is. I really liked this character up until the last episode, but we're not there yet. I'm making a separate video for the last episode. Next new character we got, we have Hunju. Hunju is a trans woman, and she is in there because I think she said that she wanted to start over, and she also wanted to get her surgery because she has not gotten any surgery for the transition. So that's her main goal, to be in there, and she wants to take the money and go somewhere. I think that she said she wanted to go to Thailand, but I'm gonna bring that up in the episode where she talks about that. And she just want to start her life over because, you know, when she came out and said that she wanted to do this transition, people turned their backs on her. And I think she was also in the military too, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but she was in something. So I do remember that. So really like her character. We have Namji, I think is how you say his name. He is also a crypto victim, and he's Thanos' lapdog as well. Didn't like him at all. He was very like a yes ma'am to Thanos. It's like, you really coming off as a fan ass person, okay? So next we have, who I love, we have Youngsik, and I'm gonna call her mom. So it's the mother son duo. I'm gonna call her mama, but Youngsik and his mother. So they're in there because her son has debt. So he was going in there to pay his debts off. Little did he know his mother was in there too, trying to pay off his debts as well. Really love the mess. I really love the mess dude. I really love her character. She shows that she's a mother, and she was very caring throughout the whole entire season. I love that they, spoiler alert, they did not kill her off, because I was scared for a second. But yeah, next player, we have two new players. We have Simi and Minsu. So they're just two new characters in there. They didn't specify as to why they had money problems, but everybody here has money problems. I just don't know the specifics as why they had money problems, but they just said they wanted to get the money and they wanted to get up out of there. So then the next one we have Jun Suk. He is the father of the little girl who we saw in episode 2. She had cancer, and he's in there because she needed some kind of treatment that he could not afford. So that's why he's in there. And then we have the next woman, Neon, I think that's how you say her name. I'm gonna call her the witch. This girl, she's the witch, because she was just talking about somehow karma's gonna get you. Like, she was creepy. I don't know if I like her character. I think somebody like her is needed. I was not a fan of her character. But yes, so we move on, and then we have we had this one character, and I was really mad that they killed her off on episode 3, because I was seeing some kind of like sparks between her and Thanos. I thought we was gonna get like a little sexy between them, like we got in season 1 with the other 2 characters. I'm mad that they killed her off. I'm so mad. But her name is Haiwan, and she was also a crypto victim of MG coins. And we're gonna get to it. I really liked her. I'm sorry, I liked her, and I'm so mad that she's off, because she was cute. And then the last one, didn't catch this person's name. They probably did say it, but they didn't call him by his name like majority of the rest of the season, so I know. But number 100, don't like him. I could not stand number 100 throughout this whole entire series. I wish he would just shut the fuck up. And I'm really upset that he didn't die in one of these games. I was hoping. I said, okay, you're doing all this talking, but you're gonna die in one of these games. We didn't see it. But that's for everybody. That's the new characters. Of course, I already explained the new other new characters in my last video, so just go back and watch my last video. So now, sorry you guys, now I'm going to start talking about episode 3. So guys, I'm starting off episode 3. I'm not going to go through every single thing that happened in the show, because like I said, these episodes are an hour long. I ain't talking about shit for no hour. I'm so sorry, y'all. So I'm just going to touch on the really big points that happened in the episode, and I'm just going to keep it moving. So basically, episode 3 starts off because, you know, Gi-hun, he's back into the game. He told the front man that he wanted to go back into the game because he wants to save everybody. So, but what happened was there was a tracker. So Jun-ho and Woo from episode 2, they put a tracker in his tooth. I think that's how they did it. It was like some kind of tracker in his tooth. For some reason, when he got brought in, they found that tracker in his tooth and they got rid of it. Because Jun-ho and Woo, like throughout this whole course of this episode, is trying to figure out where the island is so they can get Gi-hun before he starts playing the game, because there is a chance that he will make it through. So basically, that's how it happens. So then okay, but before they get to the first game, of course, we're meeting all the new characters and everything like that. The mother-son duo, I told you, Mama and Youngsik. I think that's how you say his name. I'm so sorry if I messed it up. I think it's pronounced Youngsik. Youngsik and his mother, they found out that they're in there. She goes up and asks him. She said, "I'm in here because I'm trying to pay your debt." And it's like, I just love her. She's just so funny. She reminds me of somebody in my family. She does remind me of somebody in my family. And then they're just, you know, going through everything about how it's gonna happen. And what I did notice about this season of Squid Games, they changed it so much. Now, because last season they didn't tell the players how much money that they were gonna win. They made them wait until after they finished the first game. And also a big difference is, after each game, they can vote on whether they want to continue playing or if they want to leave. If they want to continue playing the game and make more money, or if they want to leave because they don't want to die. Now, I feel like That was like really, really major. I feel like they should have probably kept it, but if they would have kept that, that means we would have had to lose a whole bunch of people and then just end up with one person at the game. And it's like, because I was kind of iffy. It's like, are they going to do the same season where everyone's just going to die again? Especially like the main characters that we got to love. And like almost all the characters from season 1 who were dead. And we got to love them, but we didn't get to know more of them because they're dead. We can't see them on season 2. So basically that's how it was. And then what was the last one? I think that's it. Like, yeah, that's how much it changed. They told him how much money we're going to get is 45.6 billion won, which I saw what it is in U.S. currency. It's supposed to be over $30 billion. So, I don't know. It's a lot of money. But yeah, so yeah, they told him how much money they were going to win, and they had the choice if they would like to leave after each game. Which I'm like, okay, that is something very different, which is probably why it wasn't as ruthless this season. Because I feel like season 2 was kind of more lighthearted. It was still like they were killing people, but it was more lighthearted than season 1. Season 1 was like really, really ruthless off the gate. And this one just seemed like it was kind of laid back. I don't know if it was like a certain direction they were trying to go in. I'm not sure, but I did notice that off the bat. I said, like, the game doesn't seem like it's that ruthless like I thought it was going to be, because I was prepared for that, but no. So we move. Let me see. Oh, yeah. So they're getting ready to get prepared to go to the third game. Thanos and Namgi, they confront Mr. MG Coin because they're mad because they invested their money in crypto and lost everything. So they basically said, when we get out of here, you're going to pay me my money because I want my money back. And Mr. MG Coin is going to like, you know, because he needs to pay money too. But I'm like, you probably ain't going to see that money. But yeah, so that's what happened. Then we finally get to the game. We see they play Red Light, Green Light is back. So Red Light, Green Light is back. And Gi-hun is trying to make sure that everybody knows what's going to happen. He knows the deal. And he says, do not move when they say red light because they will kill you. And of course, everyone thought that he was crazy until it actually happened, but they found out. So this is where I got upset, y'all. They took out my girl. Her name was Haiwan, the girl like I told you. She was going to be my favorite character. I'm so mad that she's not there. Y'all, she was eating it. When she took her picture, when they said smile, she was like, don't tell me she didn't eat it. I was so mad. And like I said, I really thought like I saw some sparks between her and Thanos. And we really didn't get like a love scene like this episode, like a little romantic vibe. Not this episode, but this season, like we did on season 1. They really missed out because it seemed like season 2, if y'all noticed, it was like a more younger people, because season 1 had a lot of older people and this one had a lot of younger people. So you would have expected that, but I don't know why they didn't take that approach. But yeah, I was really mad when she did that, but she got taken out because everybody was still in the game up until a certain point. And I was like, oh my God, are they really gonna let everybody live through this first one? But it's red light, green light, somebody has to die. So after she got taken out, one of the players look and see that she's dead. So then what happens? She freaks out, and that just starts a chain reaction where everyone is freaking out. And then what happens? They all get sniped. So then finally they're able to get to the end of the red light, green light game. A good chunk of people made it through. A good chunk of people, of course, a lot of chunk of people didn't make it through. What was really messed up is where the guy got shot in the legs, but he was technically eliminated, but he wasn't shot dead. And then Noel, who I told you guys about in episode 1 and episode 2, she is actually one of the people in the pink suit. She's not a player, so she takes the killing shot and shoots him. And I was really sad because like he crossed the finish line. Yeah, he got grazed, but y'all couldn't let him slide. I felt so bad about that. So yeah. The red light, green light is over. They finally get back into inside, and they tell the people, hey, you know, this is how much money you guys accumulated. I should have wrote it down. I'm sorry I didn't. I forgot how much money they had. They said, I know like almost over 100 something people got eliminated. So what they do, the people that got eliminated just add that money up, and they were going to split it between the rest of the people. I think it was like over 200 players still left, and a lot of them saying that's not enough. That's not enough. I don't know how much like won is, because when they said like 70 million won, that sounds like a lot of money to me. But in U.S. currency, I think it's more lower than that. I should have been fact checked that, but I did fact check how much 45.6 billion was, and they said it was almost 30 million in U.S. currency. But 7 million won, that sounds like a big amount of money, but maybe it's not that much in wons, because I don't really know how that works. But they said between all of them, it's not going to work. So they said either we're going to go through the X's and O's. So X is if you want to leave the game, O if you want to continue to play the game and accumulate some money. So what happened was they're doing their thing, and it's tied up. So at Ghost Town, we see player 001, but player one in a sense. And we see the back of the player one's head, and I'm trying to figure out, like, dead ass. When I was watching this, I'm trying to figure out what was going on. And then all of a sudden, they go up to player one. He's the tiebreaker, and he chooses to stay in the game to accumulate some money. We see that the player one turns around, and it's the front man, y'all. When I told you that took me out, I was not prepared for that. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm thinking that one of Gi-hun's old friends or somebody he knows came in there, and then and they just introduced the person now, because I was trying to figure out what they were doing. But plot twist. So now the front man is acting as one of the players because he's trying to keep his eye on Gi-hun. And that's where the episode ends, y'all. But so I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna talk to you guys about episode 4 right now. Guys, we move on to episode 4. So the episode opens up with, in episode 4 is player 1, who is the front man, like undercover or something like that, and he's trying to get close to Gi-hun, and, you know, trying to feel him out, trying to figure why are you back, like what do you want to do, and all that kind of stuff. So Gi-hun, you know, is opening up and telling people. So then a whole bunch of players ask him, hey, how do you know, like, all this stuff? Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that. So in the last episode, in episode 3, at the during when they're confronting people, Gi-hun comes out and says how he's played the game before. He knew what to do during red light, green light, because he's played before. He played 3 years prior. So then that's why he was telling people it's good that you have to go and leave. So then in this episode, we have people coming, they saying, well, if you've been here before, that means you must know all the games. So they're trying to get, like, some information so they can win. But it's like, if everybody keeps going through each game, you guys are not accumulating any money. So that's what was happening. So that would happen there. What happened next? Oh yeah, we have Mama. She goes and checks up on Jun-hee, and Mama knows that Jun-hee is pregnant because of how she walks, and also because she's a mother. And it still blew my mind that she was up in there pregnant, though. Whew, she was up in there pregnant. All right, and next, what happens next? Oh yeah, so then we have Thanos and Namgi. They go and they beat up Mr. MG Coin, and then player 1, who was the front man, he steps in and he beats them up. I was like, that shows me that this man is really, really crazy, because the way he beat them up is like, he didn't have to do all that. But yeah, so we move. The next one we have, let me see. Oh yeah, we get like a quick scene where the people that are in charge, I'm not sure what we call them, the mask people, basically, they have a problem with Noelle, who is number 11, because she keeps taking too many kill shots. Because apparently they need, the people that they shoot, they need their parts, their body parts, to sell organs and all that kind of stuff. And they can't sell them if they're not still alive when they take it out. So they can't just be dead, I think. I think that's how they explained it. I'm sorry if I messed it up, but I think that's what they said. All right, so then we move on from that one. And oh yeah, does Noelle know the people that works there? Because she came to talk to one of the masked men. I think he's like second in command, because the front man wasn't there. Like, did she know? Like, did she have some kind of history with them? I wish they would have touched more base on that. I know we got that conversation, but they should have touched more base on that, and I'm mad that they didn't do that. So yeah, and let's see. Oh yeah, and we get a quick segment of my man, you know, Jun-ho, and he still needs the police assistance because he needs to find this island. And of course they think he's wacky and ain't believing a damn thing that he says. So yeah, that's why I don't like police. Anyways, so we get let's see what happens. Oh yeah, so then we have Jun-hee. So I remember I explained that Mr. MG Coin and Jun-hee, they were in a relationship. She got pregnant. She finally comes and confronts him because she thinks that he's been avoiding her, and he says that he didn't know she was in there. I'm like, well, it's 456 of y'all, so it's too many people to notice you anyway. So she goes and confronts him, and then she tells him that she's pregnant, and he sees her stomach, and she's pregnant as hell. And then he thought that she got the abortion. She says she did. And then she says that I'm gonna take care of this baby on my own, and then turns around. You go, girl, but I don't know how you're gonna do that if you in debt. But anyways, so what's next? Oh yeah, and Thanos, they never specified, and I was trying to find this and I could not find the answer. he has like this cross necklace where he's hiding some kind of pills in there, some kind of substance. They never clarify what he was taking, because someone said, was it like ecstasy, was it ketamine? He said no, the stuff is just really strong. And I'm like, what's stronger than that? And it didn't look like the powder, so I don't know what that was. So yeah, that he did that as well. They never specified what kind of substance he was taking, and it just killed me that they never said what exactly he was taking, unless it was just something for the TV show and they just want to keep it a mystery, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, we go to the next game. So because Gihan says that I played these games before, I know what the next game is going to be. He thinks it's going to be Dalgona. So if you guys remember, Dalgona is where they had the cookie and it had a shape in there and you had to cut it out. And you had to cut it out perfectly. Like, not like, you know, like drawing outside the lines or something like that. You could not crack it or you were gone. So they went to the second game and he told majority of the players, and they're expecting it to be Dalgona. No, what the next game is called six-legged pentathlon, I think is how you say it. Like a triathlon, but it's like a pentathlon, I think is how you say it. So basically, what happens is you have teams of 5, and your guys' legs, you're tied up. So you play 5 mini games, and you are like going around like a circle where's a rainbow. So the first game is Dachi. I finally got the name right, guys. So that's where you play the game where you have the little boards and you slap them on the ground. You have to flip them. So you got that one. You have a flying stone. I think you just have to throw the stone. It has to hit the other rock. It has to knock it down. We have Gunji. Now this is the game that confused me. Like they have 5 little I think dice. They're not dice, but they're kind of dice. Like they gotta throw them in the air and catch them, and then put it on the back of the hand and then catch them again. I'm not familiar with that game. That game kept confusing me when I watched it, and I kept rewinding it, trying to figure out like how you're supposed to win. Like I just know you're supposed to catch it, but like what's the point of like throwing it in the air multiple times? Anybody that's familiar with that game, can you explain it to me down in my comments? Thank you. And the game 4 was the spinning top. You just take a top, you wrap it, and you have to throw it and make sure it turns to a spin top. It has to do it the first time. And the last one is Geji or Jegji, I think that's how you call it. It's basically where you take a toy and you have to kick it 5 times. So yeah, and then you have to do that within 5 minutes. You cross the finish line. If you don't make it in time, you're dead. You're eliminated. So I don't have much to say on that one. I just know the first 2 teams that went, I know it must suck going first, but the first 2 teams that went, it looked like they were on a roll until one of them got to the flying stone, which was actually game 2, and he kept shit in the bed. Now he finally got it at one point, but he stepped over the line, so he had to do it again. And you have to take, your whole team has to go and grab the stone. You got to go back. Now, if anybody have done like 3-legged races, that's a pace. So imagine doing it with 3 extra people, 4 extra people next to you. Yeah, it's crazy. And then basically the episode 4 ends out with the team. It's the mother and son duo. It's Hunju. It's Young Mi, who is a new character. I forgot to mention her. And the witch. The witch, y'all. So that's what ended off episode 4. Episode 4 it was like ups and downs like that. I feel like they could have done a little bit more. But yeah, that's what I got for episode 4. But I'm about to come to you guys with episode 5 right now. Okay guys, here I am with episode 5. So basically this episode started off like how episode 4 ended off. Episode 4 ended off where they're still playing the second game. It's the 6-legged pentathlon. I'm so sorry for messing it up. And then it starts off, we finally see the team of the mother and son duo, Hunji, Young Mi, and the witch. So it starts off, they are literally on a roll until they get to the spinning top, which is game 4. The witch has to go, and she is fucking up. And every time you throw the spinning top, your whole team has to go with you, and you have to go pick it up, and you have to start over again. And it gets to a point where she is literally like, I don't think it's our time, guys. Like, today is not our day. Like, that's basically what it is. Until Hunji slaps the shit out of her, and she says, you better not give up, you better go and do it. So basically, that must have slapped some sense into her, because she did the spinning top again, and she got it perfectly. So they get to the last one, which is Jeji, I think that's how you say that. I'm so sorry if I messed it up. Basically, you have to take the toy and just kick it up in the air 5 times. So Hunji has it, and she tells everyone, don't look at me, turn away while I do this. She does it perfectly, and they cross the finish line, and they're the first team to win. Yay, I'm so glad, because the mother and son duo was on there, and I love the mother, and I didn't want her go. I didn't want to see her go. I'm sorry. The witch can go, but I didn't want to see the mama go. So yeah, so after that, we just get like a montage of some teams going, because like I said, there's too many people. I would have lost interest if we had to see every goddamn round of people doing it. No. So yeah. So we see every some montage, some teams going, some win, some lose. It seemed like majority of the people won, because I think after seeing the first teams go, they were able to pick up a strategy and pick up some kind of rhythm. So of course, you know, Gi-hun's team goes last. So they're literally on a roll. They knock out the first game out the park, they do the second game out the park, they do the third game out the park, until they get to the spinning time. That's where player one, the front man, that was the one that he had to do. It seems like he was about to do it. He was about to do amazing. He throws the spinning top and he shits the bed. They go and grab it, they pick it up. For some reason, he does it again, and then it flies back. And I was like watching, sitting here thinking, like, is he intentionally throwing it, or does he really not know what he's doing? Because I was like, if you don't know what you're doing, now you understand how everyone else feels, the people that you bring to this game, how they feel when they're in that position. So I'm like, and then all of a sudden, he's like going hard on himself. He's like slapping himself. I'm like, calm down. Like, you are really crazy. But yeah, so eventually he gets it. And then they get to the last game. Of course, Gi-hun, he knocks it out the park. They cross that finish line and they win. Yay! So we get back inside to the holding, the sleeping areas, and well, the common area. That's what we call it. We got to the common area where everyone's beds are. And they see that, you know, a lot of people, I think at this point, it's like almost like, it's still like 200 people, I want to say, or 100 and something people. I wasn't sure. I really should have wrote how much down. But basically, they lost some people, you know. So then we get there and we finally get Hunji's backstory. She basically, like I said before, she basically wants the money because she wants to get the transition. And anybody, I know about people that has transitioned, and they tell me that it's a lot of money. So that's where she wanted to do with it, and she wanted to take the rest of her money and start a new life somewhere else and build her life, because she basically doesn't really have life, because her family like iced her out when she came out and said she wanted to come and transition. So sad. So, and I kind of noticed that, you know. So yeah, a lot of them were just to get a lot of back talk, a lot of stories. So then the mass and people come in and they said, okay, you guys completed game 2. Here's how many people we lost. Here's how much money you guys have accumulated, and we're about to do another round of O's and X, where you can decide you want to stay in the game or you want to leave the game. So in this round of O's and X, people are mad because they're saying, this money, even if I leave out of here with this half of money, that's not enough to cover my debts. Y'all are crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, number 100 just got on my nerves this whole entire season. I'm like, can someone take him out, please? And he's not going. But yeah, so they like, the people who decided they want to stay, they blew it out the water. I think it was like probably like 100. I could be wrong. Do not take this seriously, but it was something like this. It was like 150 people wanted to stay, and then like 120 people wanted to leave. But it was something to that extent. And, you know, it was like, because Gi-hun, he wants to get her out of there. Because, like, and they just said, we just need to play one more game. Just one more game. And it's like, you're not guaranteed, because what if this next game is something that you're not good at? You know? You're not guaranteed that you're going to make it past this next round. Like, you guys are just gambling too much. And then when you're gone, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? So, what was the next one? Okay, so we have, again, Thanos and Namji is picking on MG Coin. So what happens is they finally take Minsu. Minsu is a guy in there. He's another character. They bring him into their group, you know, want to take him under their wing. They just want to be his punching bag, because they know that they can manipulate him, because he seems like he's very like timid, and he's like a wimp basically. So they're in the bathroom and they confront MG Coin, because he was one of the people that voted that he wanted to leave. And like Thanos said, like, I can't believe you was trying to leave, because the money you were going to get, that's not enough to pay me back. So they're picking on him, and then he's about to like punch him or something. And this is when player 1 comes in there. Now, like I said before, a couple minutes back, player 1 beat the shit out of Thanos. So they're scared every time he comes around. So he finally left him alone. You know, so then there's a nighttime scene, and Junhee and Mama, they go to the bathroom, and she's checking up on her, because Junhee says, I just want to go. Like, I need to get out of here. Like, I'm pregnant. And they said she was almost about to pop, which is like, woo, girl, and you're doing this. If this is like, you're 8 and 9 months pregnant, you're about to pop doing this, I commend you, boo. Yeah, so that was just like a really scene. She says, I don't know if I can do any more of this, because I have a baby to think about. Okay, and then let's see, and then we finally get a scene where Jungba and Jihan, they're having a talk, and they're asking, you know, why did you come back? You won, you got us money, why did you come? Jihan is like, because I wanted to save people, I want these games to stop, which, you know, I don't blame him, but you know, if that was me though, I would have took that money and would have went to America, just saying. Yeah, but yeah, so we get a lot of, like, you know, talking and, you know, sentimental moments. We finally get to the third game, and this is almost towards the end of the episode. The third game is called Mingle. So basically, they're on this carousel, and it's a kid's song, and there's like 50 doors. I think, if I said that correctly, I think it was 50 doors. Yeah. So what happens is they're gonna go in a circle. When the music stops, the person over the intercom is gonna say a number, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. Your job is you have to get that group of people. So if they count out the number 3, you got to get 3 people. You got to go in a room, you got to close it, and you got to lock it. If you can't find somebody, if you don't do it in time, if you don't make it to a room, you're eliminated. So that's basically how the game goes, and we're going to see more of the game when we come back for episode 6. But that has how episode 5 ended. So yeah, that was a lot, y'all. Okay, so far my thoughts on Squid Game is like, I don't know why it feels like the season is feeling a little rushed. Like, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm entertained and I will go back and rewatch it. But something about this season so far, getting up to this point of episode 5, it seems rushed. It seems rushed, and they're leaving out some, like, important details that they needed to, like, come into fruition. Like, we're getting some people's backstories, but I would have liked to know about Jun-hee and MG Coin's, like, how did they end up together and all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I want, and I don't know if they're building it up for season 3 because spoiler, I'm going to explain that into my video for episode 6 and 7. It didn't end. It ended like on a cliffhanger, and we didn't see the rest of the games. A lot of people are still in there, so we don't know who wins, or we don't know if they decide they just want to go. So we don't know what's going on. I still like it, I still enjoy it, but at this point, it looks like season 1 is still eating up season 2. It's interesting characters this season, but just something about this season, it feels like a whole different show. And I don't know if that's the vibe they were going for. But I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not going to harp on it. I'm still going to be here. But that's all I have for you guys for today. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'm going to actually come to you guys in the next day because Your Fault just came out. That's on Amazon Prime. I need to go and watch that. I need to get my notes, and I have to come to you guys with a video about my thoughts on that because I've been so ready for that to come out because I love it so much. But I'm going to be back for you guys. I'm probably going to get the new video for episode 6 and 7 out tomorrow just to end out the weekend and see if there's anything else I can come and talk about. But that's how I feel about Squid Games, and then I might give you guys my overall thoughts about Squid Games in those videos too. But that's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.